All right, welcome to Investication Education. And today we're going to watch the live earning call of Sundial Growers Incorporated. This is the fourth quarter uh, earnings call today, so we're going to see what's going on. Let's take a listen.
To talk more about that in the coming quarters, but given the fact that we just revamped all of our cultivation practices in the back half of 2020, that number is still improving and is not static.
Okay, excellent. That's it for me. Thank you.
Our next question comes from Sean Murr of Canaccord Genuity. Please go ahead.
Hi there, and thanks for taking my questions. The first one I got here is just on the market share. So it's declining again for a second straight quarter to 2.7% in the quarter, and that's down from above 5% 2 quarters ago. So you're showing strong sales momentum on the vape side, and from prior commentary, it's pretty obvious that the market shift in value is a key driver here. And so keeping in mind Andrew's commentary that focus will be on the premium segment going forward, I was wondering if you could provide any commentary on how you see that market share shaping up, in the short term over 2021, and when internally do you expect it to start ramping back?
Hi, Sean. Thanks for the questions. Andrew here. I'll take that. So maybe I'll start with a bit of the industry kind of view here, and then I'll kind of filter it down into how we're looking at that for market share for Sundial branded products. So, look, I think when you look at the industry, when you look at an annual compound growth, it continues to move in the right direction in this country, and that's good. But it's like any other CPG business. There is seasonality, and there's other headwinds and tailwinds that are going to impact industry, and rightfully so impact the ability for some producers to penetrate the market. So when I look at Q1, it's soft across most provinces. Ontario, I was just on the phone this week with the Ontario leadership team, and their performance was minus 17 on industry versus December. And February, March are showing slight growth, rolling 90, but coming off a very small base. And they've been obviously having stores closed since November of last year. BC showing preliminary industry numbers at about minus 7 decline in February, March, or January, February, and Alberta's double-digit decline on the industry. And I tell you that because I think it's important to understand that you can still grow market share in a declining industry. And in some of the markets we're playing in, some of the key markets we want to win in, we're seeing some prelim results that would tell us we're moving in the right direction there. But I think it's going to continue to be very, very competitive. I think we're at a point in the industry right now where you're having 7 to 9 new license holders being issued by Health Canada a week. You've got 100 LPs sitting in the province of Ontario. You've got a number of 200 coming in this year at some point that they're stating. So it's going to continue to be a big challenge to grow market share, but I'm really confident in our ability to, now that we're investing in our sales and marketing, we are focused on a commitment to cultivation. We have some great brands. We have some great relationships with retailers. And I'd also be mindful of when we're looking at these data sets, whether they're, headset or whether they're some proprietary retail platform that a retailer is putting out there that, you guys are looking at. There's other factors that are impacting, what LPs are doing well in those retailers. So from a holistic side, we're confident that we can grow market share. We're seeing good signs of that. There's certainly going to be high levels of competition, but it's a focus for the group, and we're making the right investments into how we want to do that. And we'll see that momentum continue in 2021.
Thanks for the color there. And then the second one was just on a brief update on what's happening with the chocolate arrangement. So have any products hit the market there, and if there's any commentary on how they've been received? And also, just considering all the moving parts that are in the story now, can you speak to any pipeline or desire for adding on any other contract manufacturing partners?
Yeah, Sean, it's Andrew. I'll take that again. So yeah, last year we ended up signing 2 contract manufacturing partnerships. One, as you mentioned, with Chocolates, who's local Alberta chocolatier, makes phenomenal product, and we've seen consumer offtake on that in the province of Alberta, do really well. We launched that late last year by the AGLC, and we're getting ready to put that into other markets, this year, and we're excited about that. So we'll continue to see good products being released under that partnership. There's some very cool innovation coming along those lines as well that Chocolate is working on, and we're excited to be working with them to bring those to Canadian consumers across the country. We also signed a licensing arrangement with a company called Simply Solventless out of our Rocky View facility, and that's very much focused on concentrates. They're specialized in that, and we're gonna look at the playing field. Obviously, the Indiva investment that we made as well in early part of this year, and so we're going to continue to kind of look at the country around opportunities. But I would mention our core competency will still remain largely in that inhalables focus, and we're very dedicated to cultivation being the foundational piece of that, and we'll look at those opportunities that come up, and there's certainly going to be more moving forward.
Thanks for that. That's all my questions.
This concludes the question and answer session. I would like to turn the conference back over to Zach George for any closing remarks.
Thank you, and thanks to everyone for joining our call today. Take care and stay safe.
This concludes today's conference call. You may disconnect your lines. Thank you for participating and have a pleasant day.
All right, so it seemed like the earnings call was a pretty good earnings call. Sorry we got in there on there a little late, but as a recap, basically they had a 10% and then a 15% kind of increase in revenue year over year, quarter over quarter rather. So sounds like they're progressing. Not too sure. It looks like we had a little bit of a pullback or correction during the earnings call, so we'll see what happens a little bit afterwards as the day progresses. Tomorrow comes. So if you like this video and you'd like to watch more, be sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thanks for watching.